It's the CalebDMTG Show.
Man, there's some juicy biscuits here. There's some nice pack one pick ones. Utopia's Problem, Miscalc, Omnath, Archon, Sneak, Coercive Portal if you want to stay open. Portal seems like it always overperforms. I think Archon is the most fun card here. I would take Miscalc over the Murktide, for the record. Moto's suggesting that I take Murktide, but I think you take the Miscalc and hope the Murktide wheels is how you play that. I think I'm going to take Sneak Attack. I feel like an early Sneak Attack like never gets rewarded, but I'm going to take it anyway. It's still so tempting. It's still so much fun. Maybe this time it'll work out for me. Nice Wheelhead. That's super cool. Congrats on the W. We could chart a course. Just grab a draw spell. Sundering Titan's like okay with Sneak Attack. It's not amazing though. It's not like the best thing ever. We could also take Overgrown Battlements, like ramp into it. What's the Elimination Draft? Elimination Draft has a different prize structure. So when you do Phantom Cube, not Elimination Draft, like what I'm doing right now, you get something called cross-pod pairings. So you're not necessarily going to play against someone that was in your pod, but you'll get an opponent faster. You don't have to wait for everyone to finish building their decks. In single elim, you're going to face the person that was across from you in the pod. It's going to be closer to like a real-life draft in that sense. And then you're only playing people in your pod, so like hate drafting is like sort of a thing. I'm gonna grab Dag Faden out of this pack. Dag Faden's too good. It's too good to pass. Hello, Factor Fiction. I'm into that. I'm into that for sure. The benefits of the single limb draft, as opposed to the Swiss league draft that I'm in right now, the main benefit is that the prize structure is way better if you're a winning player. But for streamers, it's still much better to do leagues because you get your opponents quicker. The drafts fire faster, you get your opponents quicker. It just makes for better content. Is that upheaval tempting? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be tempting. This upheaval is just going to let me kill people despite them having blockers when I have Blightsteel. We can go like upheaval, float 5 mana, sneak attack, Blightsteel you. Would this deck run Cold Steel? It certainly would now. It wouldn't be 4 too. I mean, I'm not taking Cold Steel over like Dak or Factor Fiction, but Cold Steel helps you play sneak attack plus activate it sooner. Thanks for the breakdown. I don't remember what I broke down. I don't remember what I was talking about a second ago. Ooh, an Ulbog. But you're welcome. You're welcome for whatever I said that you thought was useful. Oh, man. I think it's time for some gin. Oh, is this empty? No, there's some gin in there. Yeah. There's more gin in here than I thought. That's actually probably enough. I'm gonna mix some room temperature Mountain Dew with it. That's what I'm gonna do. You can't stop me. Yes. Not thrilled about all this. Maybe I want like Skite as an early blocker or something. Mire maybe. Archon is not a bad one to sneak into play. That's not a bad one to sneak into play at all. Maybe this one. I don't know. Gin and Mountain Dew, you never would have thought. Would you have thought gin and Sprite? Gin and literally any other citrus soda? Most citrus sodas are pretty replaceable when it comes to mixing drinks. Gin and juice. Even when I'm using juice, I really like there to be like a little bit of carbonation in there. So I'll use either like a carbonated juice like a San Pellegrino, or I'll do like a little bit of soda and a little bit of juice, like an even mixture. Yeah, the yellow arc wheeling is probably a good sign for us, huh? What we're trying to do. Maybe we can give it the Greaves. Have a Haste Pig. Fentiman soda? Maybe somewhere. Maybe Total Wine has it or something. It's not super convenient though. Are we still on Upheaval? I don't think we were ever on Upheaval, friend. The reason to grab Upheaval is maybe there's a chance you get like a Worn Power Stone and a Thran Dynamo, and it's just like another angle for the deck. But it's not a card we're like actively looking to play. Thirst for Knowledge probably makes the most sense out of these cards, but I'm giving a little bit of thought to the Badlands. We could end up like Grixis with some Reanimator stuff going on, right? Like Dak Faden, Chart of Course, and Factor Fiction could all play well in Reanimator. And then that would let us hardcast Archon. Yeah, Jace could also play well there. The other options are like Expressive Iteration, Daze, or Temporal Mastery. And I guess these red removal spells. I kind of like the Jace. Expressive is really good. Could take Lava Claw, again, if we're thinking about playing a reanimation spell if we see one. Actually gonna really like that plan. Give us a nice backup. I don't know about Whip of Erebos, though. I don't know about that one. Taking double black is rough, because I think black's going to be our splash color. But just playing like a single Exhume or whatever could make a lot of sense. I'm going to grab Fire Prophecy out of this pack. Yeah, the Murmuring Mystic, the Upheaval, the Sundering Titan, the Atarka. Those are cards that we're probably not playing. Same with Spellskite, but we'll see. I just want to keep those cards out here so I don't forget about them. Yeah. So there's a Worn Power Stone that can make the Upheaval look a lot more interesting. As well as ramp us into either the Raise Boar or Sneak Attack plus Activate. I'm going to take the Sulfur Falls here, though, because currently we don't have any real fixing for blue-red, and I'd like some. Command. Yeah, I think Command's better than like Thrill or Looter or something. This pack I think is between Frost Titan and Read the Bones. I'm gonna grab the Titan, I guess. Thirst came back, sweet. A lot of people like to sell his conscripts back there. I'm not super keen on it, obviously, since I didn't draft it. Grabbing the Firebolt over those other options out of that pack because it's something that we can flash back. Loot it with Merfolk Looter and flash it back for value later, that sort of thing. Yeah, the earlier in the draft I am, the more likely I am to like be on the lookout for twin stuff. I guess I'll keep it down here. Thanks, Chris. Oh, this pack is not what I'm looking for at all. I guess I just grabbed like a Chandra or something. To like take like a generic good card. We're gonna wheel either like Champion or the Compulsive. Don't really want or need either. Epiphany's kinda hot. It's like that of the Supreme Will. Do I splash black even if, like, the only black card is Archon? I kinda don't hate that. Preordain's looking good here. Fractured Identity is a fucked up card. Maybe I should just take that one. Prismari Command can make a treasure. Yeah, it's possible I'm supposed to take the Preordain, but I'm going to take the Identity. I'm going to opt out of this pack. Force of Will versus Mind Stone. Let's grab the Force. Negate, maybe? I don't really want any of this. The control deck 3 Odin, 306 Odin. We're in this awkward situation where our fixing does not match our splash. Ooh, Chromatic Lantern. Let de-awkwards it a little bit. Does Phantasmal work well with Sneak? If we very specifically sneak in Archon of Cruelty. But if you sneak in an Archon of Cruelty, like, you're already pretty winning. You don't really need to add a third step to that particular combo. Hey. Now the Fractured Identity looks a lot nicer with the Chromatic Lantern and the Fetchable Sacred Foundry. Are there general numbers for the number of blue cards you want to pitch to force? Yeah, in limited, so like, you gotta realize that you can hardcast Force of Will sometimes. So you don't always need a blue card to pair with it. Like in Constructed, one of the things that you really want Force of Will for is so you don't like lose to like Belcher or something in Legacy or Oops All Spells, right? You want it for the turn 0 interaction. So you need a higher blue count because that Force of Will needs to be pitch cast on turn 0 to keep you from losing the game and help it like do its thing. In Cube, no one's fucking killing you on turn 1. So you can get away with a lower blue count, because you're more likely to hardcast it. Force of Will and Delver, I usually try and have like 10 or 12 for, and it's a more the merrier sort of situation. So I believe this deck has more than that, right? 2, 4, 5, 9, plus 4 is 13, 14. Yeah, 14's groovy. Although I do need to cut a card. Maybe it'll be Lava Coil. Yeah, I think either Lava Coil or Zealous Conscripts. Let's go Zealous. Yep. Weighting it towards blue because we've got this Sacred Foundry here. And this Bloodstained Mire. And our double reds are all post-Chromatic Lantern. I should maybe even have one more blue source. Yeah, this is fine. When I stole Lily and ulted. Oh, was that yesterday? We can still do that. We have a fresh identity. Yeah, we have a few ways of casting the identity. We can fetch the Sacred Foundry, we've got a Chromatic Lantern, and then Prismara can make a treasure. And then Jace can potentially flash it back. This deck's got a lot of nice churn. So even though we only have like a couple cards that I want to put into play off of the Sneak Attack or the Raise Bore, like we should be pretty good at finding them, putting them together. We can also just cast the Archon off of the Chromatic Lantern. That could totally happen. Why no Badlands? Because nothing in my deck is castable for a single black. I literally just went through all the ways we can cast Fractured Identity. It is more than one. If your count is 1, you were missing some ways. You count 13. If your count is 13, then you're counting some cards that I'm not counting. A match! We got a match! Negate is fixing because it buys a turn. Interesting. 1 turn, please. This is better. I think it would have been the, I don't know, actually, whether you want to been, like, Third Mountain or Frost Titan here. Been the land, I guess. What you got always lurking? Suspended search for tomorrow. Okay. So they're ramping. They're going a little about it a little slow, but they are indeed ramping. Both players showing some duels. One of the lands are both creature lands. So we can loot into a deck now. One deck, please. What spicy draft do we have? We just, so we had a scrub with like a really rancid white aggro deck. And then we had a trophy with a really clean looking blue-white control deck. And now I'm not really sure what to think of this, this blue-red sneak attack deck. I'm not really sure what to think of this. We have a lot of nice draw and churn in this deck though, so it might work out. That's the strength, that's the benefit to this list, is that there's a lot of card filtering. We're splashing Fractured Identity, because that card's fucked up. We're also light on like hard answers to things, and Identity patches up that hole in our deck, maybe. Am I going to Fact Eviction next turn? It depends on what they do. Maybe they play something I need to Chandra downtick on. Who knows? Maybe we loot into something else that's interesting. So that was not one that I wanted to exile to Chandra. That was a particularly bad card to hit. I just wanted to untap with the Chandra so I can like use it for mana and then play the Time Walk into like Frost Titan. That happened to me the other day too. I upticked a Karn and hit my like Eldrazi in my sneak attack deck. We still have an Archon that we can pair with the Sneak to good results. Might just not be that kind of a game here, though. Wow, those are some good cards. I guess Tracker takes a little bit more work. Epiphany is not the only card with Foretell. There's the Angel Maker. I think the opponent's playing a Niv deck. I think they're playing Priest not because they're a Reanimator deck, but because it's a Niv hit. There might be some merit to it, JMS. I'm never gonna fucking do it. But there might be some merit to it. The thing is, like, if you think there's a chance that you have to win with damage, as opposed to, like, the Annihilator from Ulamog Mattering or whatever, then just, like, giving up 2 free damage is pretty brutal. When it only matters, like, 1 in 28 times or something. Fuck. Yeah, I thought there was a pretty good chance they wouldn't be able to clear the Chandra, because it involves, like, activating a creature land and then also having a removal spell. Fuck me though, hum. Careful consideration, yeah. I think that card could get cut too. I mean, it's nice to have some cards that are not printed in the last 2 years, I suppose. We gained 5 life too, Fister. Yeah, it's a little slow in Reanimator. Fact Fusion's a little slow too, but I still like it in Reanimator because it's powerful. It's a good split. I like that from the opponent. I like that less. This isn't bad. The question is, do we Frost Titan and attempt to untap with Frost Titan before we play our Time Walk? Before we play our fucking Time Squawk here? Or do we, like, Fire Prophecy, kill Tyler's Tracker before it gets out of control? There's some merit to that for sure. Let's Brood through Time. And then we might draw, like, Sneak for this Archon. Have a really nice turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the Math. It's worth thinking about hitting the Karn, but this just has to be better. Nice. That's gonna set up a real nice next turn. I don't know whether to hit them with the Karn. No idea. Sneak attack plus Archon is gonna be brutal, so maybe I should just be going face. Secret Foundry was one of the secret ways to cast Fractured Identity. Yeah, that we could fetch with Bloodstained Mire. Hidden. two members of chat making the same secret Foundry joke. God, I fucking love Twitch chat. Karn down taking to grab Priest, I suppose. Yeah, pretty much everybody but Triskidador. Oh shit, they're here. Well, that's awkward. Now I'm just playing Trisket. Much love to everybody. Yeah, all of those things, Kia. All of those things were quite excellent. The downtick to play this priest is weird. Yeah, that happens. I should probably be clearing the Karn, If I deal him 12 now... Actually, if I deal him 12, puts him down to 4, that's probably actually my best chance of winning. If I just go all face. Because we have like Firebolt that can deal 4 damage. That sort of thing. Yeah, the 2 damage from Chandra could certainly matter here. The missed 2 damage when I attacked the Karn could also matter, right? With them being at 4 now. Be a little bit more exciting if they were at 2. How'd the pot roast go? Pot roast went well. Went over very well. It was real tasty. I overcooked the breadsticks that I was making, but there were like exactly enough of them that were that were good for a meal. What they just do? Did they just crack a clue? I'll explore it, sure. You love pot roast? Yeah, pot roast is gas. One's tapping big for something over there. It's nice to just like have the house smell good. Tibbs coming in hot. They upticked? Interesting. Yeah, hell yeah, Nish to death. You're not wrong. I guess I'd do this. Maybe should have done that pre-combat, and then the Automath could have served. If they sacked a coil for a bird. Oh, but then they would have sacked the one that I targeted. Yeah, that wouldn't have done anything. Big Papa Niv coming in hot. What'd they get? Nahiri, Baleful Strix, Night of Autumn. Night of Autumn's a big bummer, actually. They have Golos in there, too. Tibalt down ticking on a bird. Got me. No fear of the sneak attack. Don't blame them. We need to have like Grizzlebrand into something good. And they have a Koma there. Right now we need runners. We need Electrolyze into Firebolt. So, not especially likely. But worth drawing our card, right? Why not? It was a lengthy game one. We're 8 minutes ahead on the clock, but I guess they had some convoluted decision trees with their planeswalkers and such. That game almost made people look good. It certainly made Char look good. Yeah, let's bring in Char over Lava Coil. Yeah. Do I want Royal Eruption over Fire Prophecy? Just like have all this random burn. Fire Prophecy seems like a much better card. But this does hit any target. And they do have like walkers and stuff. How do you feel about Zealous Conscripts? Is that a card we want here? I feel like I sort of want it. Maybe with the Royal. We do have a Sundering Titan. You want to play it? Just for you. I have certainly Zealous Conscripted a Planeswalker and ulted it. I did that literally yesterday. Yep. I don't think sneaking in Ulamog would have even done anything that game. much as I like Chandra, I think I'm gonna bin it here. And then next turn I can bolt the birds and hold up negate. Currently we don't have a second red for Chandra, so it's less exciting, I think. Oh yeah! Hey Doomwake, thanks for the raid. Welcome, folks. For anyone that's following and is a big fan of Modern, I know I am. Doomwake has been on a fucking tear playing that format lately. Innovations, trophies, innovative trophies. Very much worth a follow. Highly recommend. Hope you had a dope stream. We're doing some Legacy Cube here. Gonna be jamming some Historic tomorrow, I think. I haven't done a Modern stream in a bit. I've been on a Legacy kick. Modern is in a sweet spot, though. Pretty terrified of this. Whatever's going on here. This Omnath getting to do whatever it wants. Are they playing that 6/6 again? They are. I'm gonna scoop to that. A little too early for me to deal with that one. That Koma screwing up my Archon turn the first game, and then just coming down super fast there in game 2. Brutal stuff. Yeah, GG straight merked. It's a messed up card. Which one? Omnath or Koma? Or both? The downside of Koma is that it's like so slow, but certainly not slow there. This hand looks good. Got some cantrips, got some burn. This ain't would have matched up well against that last game. New opponent though, fresh opponent. Mostly what we're hoping for out of this opponent is that they're playing creatures. If they're playing like a hard control deck, then this hand would be pretty bad. If they're playing Reanimator, this hand is pretty bad too, because these burn spells don't handle Reanimator's threats very well. No, this hand's good against like mono red, mono white, that sort of deal. Them taking the Electrolyze with Duress there is actually a really good sign. I'm gonna bottom Frost Titan. We're just a little bit away from that currently. Hey Ziscore. Has been a hot minute. I've been doing really well, personally. Hope you're doing well as well. I sound like Kermit? I do sound like Kermit, yeah. Oh well. It just means that I need to start smoking. Then I'll sound like Kermit if he smoked. Ooh. Getting the Lava Coil because it's not an instant here. I can like Fire Prophecy or Negate We play a creature, we profit. Play a spell, we negate it. Is it hard being green? I do have a Swamp Thing tattoo. I also have a original piece of Swamp Thing art here in this room. Is this a good time to show it off? I like jamming Sneak Attack against like non-green opponents, non-green, non-white, because they won't be able to get it off the board. Is there a bad time? I don't know. I think I've shown it on stream like once. Oh, they are doing Reanimator stuff. It could be terrifying. The reason not to activate Jace on my turn, the reason to chill on it, was because if they play like a Thoughtseize, right? If I activate Jace and find like an Ulamog, and then they untap and Thoughtseize me, it's bad. The Jace is gonna flip here. Mid-coitus? Well, it probably depends on who your partner is there, huh? I think I'd just pass and hold up the hardcast Force of Will. It's tempting to like down tick on Opt and like really like dig for something to sneak, but I'm just gonna pass here. I guess we could down tick and then plan on like pitch casting the Force. I think hard casting's better. Yeah. He's about the same amount of cards as Opt, I guess. And I can still down tick on Opt. What if I should have saved this to answer the Air Archon?
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Skiasby, thanks for the 29 months. Well, your turn, I suppose. Yeah. They're playing a Merfolk Looter? Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna show this off real quick. Real quick, like. Yeah, I don't know how good the lighting is without the sunlight and stuff. That's an Alfredo Alcala. Did a lot of old school Swamp Thing art. That's a pretty sweet splash page. Kind of nice. I have a little bit of comic book art. Not very much, but I have a little bit. What kind of wood is that frame? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if it's wood. Nice Hulk picture. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Is Louis doing well? Louis is doing well. My ex sends me pictures of Louis and Loki all the time, and they always look happy and well fed. And casting the Epiphany next turn. Epiphany exiles itself, so I wasn't going to be able to flash it back. We could have flashback fractured identity, except they didn't have anything to target. We had like electrolyze and stuff in our graveyard. We were probably going to find some kind of a win somewhere. That's the second time we've been kind of like flailing around to actually kill the opponent after sneaking. I feel like the char should just be in the main. That's a repeated thing. Oh, Conscripts gets better if they're also playing Archon, huh? Maybe something like this. Or maybe I just like don't play the char. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, me too, Kike Rosso. I'm also very happy.
Oh, shit, what up?
We're still friends and stuff. Hey, Berlumsky, thanks for the 54 months. We got so much looting going on here. I think we just played turn 2 Jace, huh? Get that rolling. Probably gonna die to some removal spell or whatever, but... Phyrexian Arena. Guess we're both getting some engines online, huh? How do you feel about discarding Zealous Conscripts? I think I hate it. Or a bit of Mountain, I guess. I think getting the deck fading down is way better than playing Chart of Course there. Ooh. Maybe I actually bin Conscripts here. Correct, Vaporian. That is a correct assessment of Fractured Identity. Usually if you can afford to splash it, you should. I guess I'll cast Frost Titan. We tap the City Brass, they take a damage. Yeah, and the only downside is now it's tapped. They can't tap it again. Most underrated card in the cube? I don't know. God. They're just over there like practicing Arena into Night's Whisper into Read the Bones. Every single... They've played one card that didn't deal them damage. City of Brass. Jeez. Trying to shoot the moon? Yeah. If they deal themselves 20, they get to win, right? Isn't that how shooting the moon works? So we could down tick on Chart a Course and find another blue card to pitch to Force of Will, or we could just fucking pass with 5 mana up and hardcast a Force of Will. It's probably better, huh? Because there's the chance you whiff, right? There's the chance you Chart a Course and then whiff. If they were at 3 here instead of 4, we would flash back the Prismari Command and just let them die to their own arena. Right now, the way that they survive is they get this Archon in play and have that answer my stuff and draw cards and stuff. Gain life. Isn't that just like absolutely fine? Yeah, go nuts. Not paying? Yeah. Yeah, I thought not. GG. Not paying was interesting. Not paying was not interesting. They were trying to bait with the Chupacabra to get me to use a counter spell. They were literally just like running out something like, please counter this so that my recurring nightmare can resolve and I can bring back my Archon and hopefully Archon does something. I don't think the Archon would have been quite good enough even if it resolves. Not just because of the Fracture Identity in our hand, but because I think we can sack the Jace to it, right? I think Archon lets you sack a Planeswalker, and then I could just untap the Frost Titan. Yeah, creature or Planeswalker, yeah. So had their line worked, they get Archon into play. I sack Jace, and then still get to untap with Frost Titan and kill them. But they didn't have a line. They didn't have a line to win. Like the Jace on board kills them, right? If we get to untap with it, down tick on the shock that's in our graveyard, and then the arena deals the last point. Yeah, but they were already dead on board, Admiral Lettuce. Yeah, Prismari Command is any target. been a very castable fractured identity. The turn 2 Riftwing Suspend. A little obnoxious, not the end of the world. I'd like to keep on holding up the negate, so I'm not going to run out the Chromatic Lantern here, because that's probably the card they bounce. Or, like, whatever land I leave untapped, right? Yeah, the blue-white control deck trophy. It was pretty clean. Also just, like, got good matchups for blue-white control. That always helps.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Wanton thinks that's the prime, thinks the 30 months there. I was gonna Lantern plus Sacred Foundry here, but I think I want to Foff now. You're sad you missed it? I'm sad you missed it too. It'll be going up on the YouTube. For anyone that missed the 6-0 in all its glory. Lots of zesty pile of cards, especially given their board. I'll pick my land, yeah. I'll just pass here. I said deck fading's about to be a thing. I said turning off that Ancestral Vision's also pretty gnarly. Uh-oh. Consecrated Sphinx. Let's see if we can find Force of Will with this opt. Gone through a few cards. Fuck. Well, I guess that's an answer. Answers that shit too. Oh, and they only draw one card because of the Narset? That's amazing. Does Frost Titan do anything? Let's see, 9. No, not really. Oh, they're done? Okay. Yeah, that was actually, like, the least scary Consecrated Sphinx ever. A lot of Coil actually got to do something, killing the, killing the Solemn. You know, my favorite card in all of Magic that I somehow can't remember the name of.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Braxfin, thanks to the sub, thanks to the tier 2 to 3 months. Appreciate you. Do I add any of this? Is Anger exciting? Anger's a little exciting. Is it more exciting than anything I'm playing? Maybe Thirst. Thirst kind of sucks in this deck. This might be too defensive, the Anger. It's not like they were that aggro. We're a Sneak Attack deck. Patera Tex. If we were facing like a super aggro deck, then we might consider Murmuring Mystic. But that's not really how we're planning on winning. Very hard bottom there. Getting lane number 3. Maybe I should have kept the lane over the Opt. Nice. Is this the missing lane number 3? Love it. Love that for them. Hey, lane number 3. So we put the Raise Boar in and attack it, put the Archon in, then we save the Archon for later, but we don't get the comes into play trigger, or we don't get the attack trigger. I kind of want to put the Archon into play because if we hit a mountain, then we can activate. Like we draw a mountain off of this trigger. Well, we drew Force Will. That's pretty good too. And they're at 8. So does Boar putting in Frosty. It's probably gonna be good enough next turn, huh? Now they're at 7. If they take the pig, we can just sneak in Frost Titan, have that tap down the click, and attack for 7. So they almost have to take the Frost Titan. No, we don't draw a red source to go Fire Prophecy plus pig. Hey, red source.
We have no plan. We have no hope.
Yay. Yay, 2 and 1, yay.